Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Maymuna, back to Queen's Experience. As usual, we are thrilled to do this, and I hope you have fun.
Yes, I hope you're enjoying. Shamsa here. Welcome to the Queen's Experience. Maymuna, today we want to discuss the Queen's Experience from the cultural perspective side.
Yes.
What comes into your mind when you hear cultural preservation or culture?
When I hear culture,
Yes, from the Somali perspective.
okay,
Yeah.
I believe, let's begin with the definition.
Yeah.
Culture is a way of life, and when I think of culture, I think of religion.
Yes.
I think of Islam because I believe it kinds of guides us. Yes, that's what I think of. What do you think?
I think, first of all, I will want to understand, and I think our viewers can help us. Our Somali culture, is it the same with the religion?
As far as I am concerned,
Yes.
yes, I believe.
It's so.
Yes.
I tend to differ.
Of
I
course,
don't know why.
of course, there is some small things that even us don't
Differs.
agree with.
Yes.
That we as in we are Somalis.
Yes.
There are some small bits we don't agree as far as culture is concerned.
Exactly.
But I believe the main, the general, the roles, the definition, man, woman, what we are supposed to do, even the clothing, I believe it's kind of related or attached to Islam. Yes. What do you think?
Me personally, that's why I need to understand more the Somali culture and our Islamic religion. I think they are different.
Okay.
In terms of
How so?
Remember, and I think it's something that we said we'll go deeper into.
Yes.
We need to study what was Somali before Islam.
Yes.
That is one. But now coming back to this topic, me culture means something that maybe I have witnessed. You remember when you were young, how we used to listen to stories from our grandparents,
Yes.
how we used to stay out and at least with no, how do I say it? With no social telephones and all that, you'll hear your
The
uncle
social
maybe
media platforms,
exactly.
yes.
Unasikia uncle yako anapiga
Yes.
story hapo. They are telling you about how they were herding their camels, how they were moving from one place to another, and the food. So for me, when I hear culture, that's one thing that comes into my mind.
Okay.
Like
the dressing,
the
fashion.
Hindia hadakanka.
Untada, right? The
Exactly.
We are famously known for
Yes.
Anjero, right?
Yes.
Yes. The ambulos.
Ambulos, yeah.
Yeah.
Kwanza ile ya kuweka sukari kwa ambulo, sukari,
mafuta silid maasaro, right?
Exactly.
You mix everything.
Yeah, so that's the food comes into my mind. That's what comes into my mind. And do you think we are in that space, or modernity and has affected us in a way?
Of course. I believe it's not a downside, but there are changes. There's so many changes that come with modernism, the globalization and all of that.
Yeah.
School, the infrastructure and all of that. At the end of the day, we've discussed this before, education is everything. And with education, we get to interact with different ethnic groups, different communities in schools, as in we've all witnessed that, right? So in a way, I believe that it has changed because we can attest to, even like me and you, there is no way, I think, as Sujus, they call us Sujus, right?
Yeah.
We struggle with speaking or talking in one language.
Yeah.
We have these tendencies of mixing the ethnicity, I mean the Somali, the vernacular Somali, Kiswahili and English.
Yes.
That's the effect.
Yeah.
So eventually what happens? The Somali language, the Somali will pole too, especially as people who stay in Nairobi. Right? It kind of erodes pole. That is one, I believe, it affects language. Yes.
For me, it's I think we have changed with time. Just like you're saying with education and with us adapting maybe some other cultures. because of the interaction you have with other communities and all that, a lot has changed. Because if you look way back at, let's say, madrasa, how it's done, madrasa, you'll find, or we call it duksi, the girls and the boys are separated. That's why we need to understand our culture and our religion. But now you come to the formal education where we are mixed. So such kind of, we are mixed. Because hata ulienda shule ni mko mixed before you maybe go to one stream school. Girls body,
because in madrasa, even if we are under one roof,
we are separated.
The boys on one side.
Exactly.
But with the schools now,
with school,
we tend to sit with each other.
See, actually, muna mixiwa, munaka one desk.
Yes.
So for me, that
I remember in class, in primary, we sit a boy, a girl, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's like we want to fall down. The girls sit far end, and the boys sit on the other end. The boys don't even care, by the way.
Does
but
it
the
happen
girls,
nowadays?
I hope not. But
I would like to see that.
But the desks, I don't think the desks are that big.
Exactly.
Now
I think everyone has their own.
Yes.
Depending with the school.
When the schools are visited, I don't think the desks are that big. That time, I'm telling you.
But nowadays, I think they don't have even a problem, because you'll see even your kid with standing with actually talking with a girl and all that.
But schools here though, but I'm saying this that province, our time, where boys don't even care, by the way, but girls, we were literally falling down, I'm telling you. There was that thing. Stay away from men. Stay away from these little boys. It was put in our mind, brainwashed rather, from when we were young.
So how are we able to navigate now? Like, how are we able to carry one thing that we believe? Let me ask this way: if you are to carry one culture, one Somali culture, and say this one I'll keep it, what will it be?
Our weddings.
Our weddings, good.
Yes. Our weddings. I have friends. I tell them, please, why don't you invite me? Because I believe there is where there is where I like literally
their own vibes.
Yes. Because again, we don't do clubs, we don't do discos, we don't go to whatever. There is something about Somali weddings have.
Yes.
You know?
And there's that separation where men don't even come. It's pure ladies.
So just imagine. I think
now, is that culture?
Yeah, Somali culture.
You see, but it's mixed with our religion. It has a perspective of our religion.
But with the men, they do the nikah, right? During the day, but night is for the ladies.
But how about our grandmothers? How are they celebrating?
Exactly, it was more like the same. Remember growing up, you hear maybe from far, Barambur, you are there, my friend. You hear Barambur, you hear the hela. I am telling you.
And
it used to be. I think that is one thing we should keep. And imagine with no music. Now it's a little bit modernized.
Yes, exactly.
Right? That's why even the culture preservation was the modernity come. Hata marusi zimeingiliwa because there is the white dress. But still, we wear our diras. We wear our Hindiya dakan. We carry those, and then the songs, the hela, the burambur. But in a way, kind of...
I love how our songs are. You can be a Somali from Ethiopia or Djibouti,
but we all relate.
But the songs are.
But at the end of the day, we all relate.
We don't care about your clan, your tribe, and all that. We are dancing to that tune.
Let me tell you, Sham, something with me and weddings. It's kind of it's where I release my stress, kind of a reliever, right? Yeah. So I look forward to it. The makeup, the henna, the dressing, the dira. I'm telling you, you will think I'm the one getting married. I go to functions, my sister is like, I'm like, you don't worry.
You vibe.
Yes, that is one thing I think we can keep.
We have to keep it.
Yes, we have to keep.
You should not be controlled and told,
love our weddings.
No, just do it small. Go for it, girl.
Go for it.
Make us happy at least as your friends.
That is one thing I'm telling you, we should not let go. Yes. At least, again, the beauty of the weddings is where you get to meet our relatives, friends.
Exactly.
So it has a thing. Somali weddings have a thing. Yes.
Yeah. And I think the way you're saying modernity, You saw what happened in Kilimani.
Oh,
Is that modernity?
no, but that's not a wedding though. Was
No,
there a wedding
but
though?
the clubbing thing, is that a mixture? Because I could hear our music playing at the background.
Yes.
I could hear our music playing at the background. So was that a mix of our culture with modernity?
That Kanjo guy.
The club where it was the Kilimani club.
Yes, where the Kanjo guy visited.
Yes, exactly.
And he had
the
an issue
environmental
with
guy,
it.
yes.
You see, the thing is, as far as businesses are concerned, I don't have a problem with people get your money. Open as much restaurants as you can afford rather. But my point is, when it is in a residential area, you have to consider so many things. It's not good to be unfair,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, most of these restaurants are are residential in Kilimani. You have neighbors, like that Kanjo guy.
He started from outside, showing us how the music was so loud.
And literally people were complaining.
Yes.
You see. So
you could even feel from across the road. But now my question is our culture moving to that level? Because
you see now
I've never heard of a Somali club, so I like to see.
But you see now that is the thing. It's not a club.
What is it?
They call it restaurants.
Restaurants.
Flani restaurants.
But I thought our restaurants were a bit silent.
But now this usiku thing is new. You have to book prior. You have to pay for per chair. Food ndio nasikia unanunua huko baadaye. I don't have a problem.
What do you pay for? Listen to the music?
No, they sit and maybe listen to those fanans, those what are they called? The musicians.
Are they live or?
They're live. They're live. Some are even invited.
I went to one. There's one. I don't want to mention the name maybe unless we get
No, we are not mentioning names. Okay.
There's one that I went to during my anniversary, and I loved the vibe.
No, they have beautiful vibes.
But that one was they were following a bit of the rules because by 11 everything was.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But now I think people wamejua it's a kind of way of making more money. I don't know what's really.
Remember, in our community, we are not allowed to go clubbing. We are not allowed to go. I think it's a way where you can come and tell me, Sham, let's go for dinner. And you don't want maybe to go to other restaurants. But
I don't have a problem. How about you if
respect the rule?
Yes, if it is in residential, get soundproofs, whatever.
Exactly.
Just be considerate. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, we are in a country where Somalis are okay. We are Kenyans, fine.
Exactly. But
there's that biasness, and doing such thing makes even the whole problem amplified.
They mention the religion, they mention...
Yes.
Like we were trending for no apparent reason. It's only one person who was doing that. And the environmental guy was literally the other time in somewhere else. Why didn't the other people trend?
No, imagine it's not that night thing was not at a Somali or anything.
Or it wasn't a unique, it's something that he does. Huh?
Yes, that is what he does. You remember the smocha stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
He's the guy who brought everything to light. My issue is you do whatever you want to do, make your money however you want to make your money, it's fine. But if you are in a residential area, please be considerate. Exactly. That is my thing. You see, the Somali thing I was saying, there's already that perception.
Yes,
that we are vulgar, we are this, we are that. Such a thing is associated with religion.
Exactly.
It's not even a Somali thing. Unasikia Waislamu this, Waislamu that.
That was what was happening yesterday. That was
what happens, apart from us, wachata na dini, or they're inconsiderate, or they are this, or they are that. Hata unaweza sikia warudi kwao. You even wonder kwao ni wapi.
Jana tuliambiwa.
Si hapa ndo kwetu Sham.
Tuliachiwa tao ma restaurants. Sasa tumeingia club.
And you see, you cannot tell a Somali person that is a club. But that is the vibe they are giving,
there was that perception, all restaurants are being owned by Somalis in town. Now what if we have overtaken them? We are coming to the clubs.
No,
which it wasn't even a club. For me. But I totally agree with you, Ms. Sweetheart, that we should respect the rule. And it doesn't matter. I want to believe they were given license for restaurant, not club.
Yeah.
There's so much corruption and all that.
And clubs are not in residential areas, Sham. They are not.
That wasn't... Because I could hear the music from across the road.
Yeah.
And imagine that guy... Someone who has kids, someone who has...
And that guy was called.
Yes. By the people.
And it doesn't have to... Maybe a Somali is the one even who called him.
I will even call him. I will have called him.
Come.
Yes.
And then remember, people have issues already with adhan.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yes,
Adhan.
exactly. By the way,
Oh, mnaturausha asubuhi 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Imagine. And then going
adding that.
saa sita, saa saba, loud.
And then mixing. You know, Islam is not a religion for Somalis only. You see? But anytime something is done by one person, we tend to come after the religion. There is someone who is an Arab or who is a Luya in Kimilili. Why should his religion be mentioned? Because, yes, 99% actually
Somalis.
Somalis are Muslims.
Somali is
yes,
Muslim,
exactly.
yes.
But I think the people should be educated about that. Come for me personally.
The person.
Don't come for my religion. Don't come for my tribe. Don't come for my...
But you see, Sham, what did we start with? The
Yeah.
definition.
Yeah.
Abaya, what did we start with? Somali culture is kind of intertwined with the
religion.
Islam
Yes,
religion.
exactly. I totally
Our
agree
way of life, the way we dress, the way we carry ourselves, the way we move literally, we are supposed, and that is why even when you see the non-Muslims, like the Christian friends I have, one Muslim behaves that they come to report to me. But I'm like, my friend, listen, me, I'm not everyone's mother, bwana. Mimi si mama ya kila Muislamu. Wacheni kuni. You know, there's a Somali guy.
Exactly.
I've seen Somali lady. Please.
Maymuna,
You know why? Because they know we don't. There are things that we, as in Islam,
I
we
totally
are not.
agree with you.
You see the clubbing thing. There's a model of kuna venyata. If Sham removes the hijab, you know your friend.
Yeah.
Skiza ametupa hijab.
Imagine. And you don't even, we don't even know each other.
That's what I'm saying. Squeeze kuda wasichana wala loa. Squeeze hata hawana shughuli na hijab.
So we need to preserve our culture.
Yes, and walk, be example of what we represent.
Exactly.
Yes.
I totally agree with you. How about now in terms of social media? Does it have an effect on our culture?
Yeah. Yes, of course. It's part of the modernization, right?
You as a baby from social media, you say, this one, I can mix it with our culture.
Like what we are doing right now,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, we have this session where we are storytelling about our culture. Because I will want to imagine my son. The only thing, maybe I don't do much of the storytelling, the food, but I would like to have somewhere where he can just switch on and say, let me listen to who I am. Because there's one thing that I always have a fight with myself. Okay. I will want to know my culture. Right. I know my religion. Yeah. But I will want to know...
Especially growing up
outside my culture.
Outside Northeastern. I think it's kind of... there's a gap you have, right?
There is a gap. I was telling you how I came to wear dira. How I came to adapt and love.
You saw dira after 18 years. I'm so sorry. I'm really so sorry. Pole, my dear. Pole.
Only how I came to love dira. And actually, I love dira. Something that's our culture.
I know, Sham. Something we sleep with you go to town with. That is how much you're obsessed with dira. I really love that about you.
I was telling me, kindly promise me.
You'll not go. You're like my
she
friend.
She literally removed.
I have missed 8 years of wearing dira. I'm going to wear till...
And you know, it's something that we have transferred to other communities.
Yeah.
I see my friends.
Yeah, the non-Somalis.
They go home, they stop wearing their t-shirt and their sweatpants. They're in their dira.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always say. You have learned something from us. At least accept.
Can I tell you, that's what I give to my non-Somali friends. Let me say those who don't wear dira. Dira and mtandio is what you'll get from me. This. Any anniversary or anything
like Irene will have been here to tell you.
And by then, let me tell you, they appreciate Taki. They love it. Like, if I take to them, I mean, the diras, the mtandios, oh my God, they really appreciate.
One thing I've done, anytime my non-Somalis friend, if there are some others, when we are meeting at home, they come with their dira, like readily adorned in that dira. Others that do not come, I usually offer.
Okay.
Put on this one. Like, it's our culture. Actually, by the way, if I visit you, and it's something I've learned from my relatives and my parents, where whenever there was a visitor who was coming, they're given dira and garbasar with unsi and everything.
Yeah, with kamarashi there.
Exactly.
I think that is.
So it's something that I've really, the moment, oh my God, you won't understand.
Oh my God, there is a passion in Shamsa and Dira. I know what to gift you now. I know what to gift you.
The day I learned about dira.
I'll get you designer dira. Designer bati.
Anytime I'm selling someone, it's like, kindly bring me dira.
Dira bati. I'll take you to
I just love it. On weekend. So it's something that
I'll take you to Isli. Do you know that place?
Yes,
that Kakona. It's Kakona there, Garissa.
Yes, I will really go. We shall go and do that, because if there's one culture, as we are saying, if I will preserve and maintain the storytelling, because you remember our Somali people are poetries.
The proverbs. I'm telling you.
This word that my uncle used to
Which is
say.
a Somali proverb you like? You're going to remember.
Don't go there.
No. Tell me one.
No.
One Somali proverb.
I don't. Oh, Somali. Rikastomeshi is cooking taluka. I love that.
I don't know which is which.
And the other one that I love is like this way where you are given, where when someone is helping you, don't have a choice. You just accept that help. Makar eri.
I think it's more.
Yeah, kitu kama hiyo.
Like don't have the makar area logo sehda.
Makar hata sima makar ei.
Makar area logo. Ali ei ubeto ei wapi. Ubeto ei wapi. Like makar ari mbuzi yani ari.
Because I love the proverbs.
Okay, whichever.
Somali say Somali ben mashekto. Lakini rune kuma mahadha.
I think that's the proverbs, right? And imagine,
like we don't lie, but we lie as individuals. Somalis lie, but when it comes to proverbs, they don't fucking lie.
And have you ever had some proverbs? At some point, I went to like literally reading one proverb after another, and there's something about Somali proverbs. Yeah. Oh my God, there is truth.
That's right.
Truth to it. Bakata, you relate.
Exactly.
It's true. So true.
That's why they say we don't lie on proverbs.
There's this one. They say Niki so jif laga.
Oh, Ninki so jif.
So joke laga so jif laga. You see that one?
Yes, exactly.
There are so many. Oh my God, I can't even remember them right now. But in a way, we kind of relate. Nani ukweli, they are on point. So these people are good. People are really good.
So you agree with me? We lie on anything, but not on proverbs. Somalis. So
poetry.
The storytelling, and there's these the poetry. What do we call? Not. I will try to. There's a word we usually use. Gabe. Such kind of cultures.
That is what you would like to preserve.
To preserve and maintain and teach my children or our children that.
But you know what is at stake though? Yes. It's the language.
That's now the problem.
Especially us, born and bred in Kenya.
I'm a victim.
You know, schooled in different parts of Kenya.
Do you know what?
Do you think
if you put your mind in it, I'm an example. I can attest to it. If you put your mind into it.
But for our kids, what happened, Aki?
Because
I don't know.
We have failed as parents.
Yes, we have.
Because I remember me, my mom, every time we talk in Kiswahili, she will not even listen. She will not.
But do you know, I have a friend, Sham, more or less, I think she's even younger than us, a year or two. The kids, the Somali, they speak. And they were born and raised, imagine, in Nairobi.
I love
the kids, the Somali, they speak. Hata wewe mtu mzima uwezani nayo, I'm telling you.
Wow, that's
two
good.
Kids, a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
Somali.
I love to.
Somali. So you are right. Sometimes we don't have to blame the systems and the school.
No, it's
but I
parenting.
think we have failed. Especially you've seen the us mothers. Because
us mothers,
tuna raise watoto from scratch.
Asubuhi uliongea na nini my son? Ukitoka?
English.
When you're telling him,
Kiswahili is even at stake. Leave alone even the Somali.
So you call them in Somali?
Yeah.
They are not even aware that you're calling. That's why I'm saying it maybe when, because for me personally, I could hear at some, and I'm sure there are some people who will be listening to this and they will carry the credit, and I could not speak perfectly. But sweetheart, I made effort. I made effort. I learned. Guess what? I nowadays even facilitate in Somali language.
Trainings,
Imagine.
lecturing.
Lecturing in Somali language, even preparing the notes in Somali language. Yes, it's a bit hard, but I love the fact that
Because
you
of
remember when
the
what we were
vowels.
doing 11 years ago, we were not even looking for interpreters. You go with it.
By the way, Sham, even though I was born in Garissa, and but as usual, the Suju Somali is
Yes,
just
exactly.
messed up.
But no, you are never taught in school Somali. You just learn.
Yeah. But I'm saying our Sujuk Somali
Yes,
is so
exactly.
messed up. Like our brothers, our sisters from Somalia immediately pick us. They're like,
Yeah.
Reno this and why,
Yeah, by the way.
Regaris why. You know, they pick.
There's a way we speak.
Yeah, of course. It's, the accent, the lahaja is different for
Yes.
even in Somalia.
Yes.
They kind of know who comes from which gobble, right? Which
Exactly,
country,
yeah.
because of the vowels,
Yes,
whatever,
exactly.
right? But what I like when we kind of it set for both of us.
Yes.
When we started working in Ifo too, remember?
Exactly.
Refugee camp.
By the refugee camp really opened our eyes.
Yes, thanks to Red Cross. I think we can say it
yeah,
here,
we can
right?
say it. Thanks to them.
Thanks to them. I remember doing sensitization in Kisomali. I'm telling you, I could not even believe that was me.
I also had the same. I refused to get an interpreter. I was like, no. These people, I will talk to them whether they like it or not, and they loved it. The fact that you are struggling a bit and you are sure. Actually, they were so
they used
proud.
To be like, Tamiawa, garam garam. They used to figure our they try to figure our kabila, but what? People from Northeastern, we all have one thing. A very broken, upside down, still figured out Somali.
And will you like to maintain? Just to cut on the
no, sorry.
Would you like to maintain knowing your clans, your tribe as a culture?
Let me tell you, we were raised, imagine in Garissa, we were raised not to get so much involved with Kabila. Funny enough, and since it was not even that important, no one even cared. But now that I am grown, I want to know literally where I come from.
Yes.
Like my grandparents, wametoka wapi? I know wametoka Somalia though.
Yes.
Or Ethiopia, Jiga and whatever. But still I will want to know the
without
dialects.
Feeling ashamed.
Yes, the dialects, the community. Sham, we could even be related. We could even be related.
By the way, and you're not even aware.
You're not even aware.
Because we have been given this biasness or fear that ukijua kabila yako inaleta lit. Yeah, some people take advantage of it in terms of
We've reached
tribalism.
A point, maybe cut you off kidogo. Sham yata hai.
Exactly. Wakishoni wo.
Like, why are you asking me?
You start struggling.
I'm like, no.
I think the post-election of 20... Or there was these crashes before used to happen on our time. I think there was a time there were clashes in Northeastern that I think before even the post-election violence that happened in 2007, I think 2008. But ours we already had that made people fear. Because I used to hear stories. People will come and say Yatai.
Yeah.
And then they kill.
Okay.
I think that is one thing that made now the generation of our parents not to take seriously in teaching us. But if there's one thing...
You think it came because of the clashes?
I think. I'm just assuming. Because you remember Somalis, funny enough, we don't fight over tribalism. We fight over clanism. Like, which clan are you? So it made our parents not actually teach us the clan that I am from or they are from. So if there's one thing, and I hope and pray I will do that for my kids, is to teach them their clan. Because, sweetheart, I'm one of those person. If I want to talk, I will be proud to say my clan.
But you literally, don't know much.
I don't know much about it. I don't know, like, literally nothing about it. So it's something that I will want to teach my sons, my kids, and tell them, this is who you are. Be proud of who you are. No one should actually question you. As long as you're not using to to the negative side,
Yeah.
where you are actually separating people and all that,
or demeaning others. Because
others.
there is
But
this thing
exactly,
of
demeaning,
langa,
exactly,
blander,
yes.
that crap.
As long as you're not doing that, and assuming that you have an upper hand of being a certain tribe and all that, it's good to know your tribe, your clan actually. Let me give you a story. When I was getting employed,
They use that thing on you.
yeah,
That card rather.
actually, let me. Do you know you're supposed to write in Garissa? You write Somalis. Kumbe tukiwa kwa uwanja, you're supposed to write your clan, and then I'm sorry to say, I think they are. I don't know. I don't want to mention that, it will be a bit biased, but you write your clan, and then there's a position you are given based on your clan, just to balance, regional balance, and it's something that happens throughout the country. At least you don't employ people from one tribe or one clan. I didn't know my clan, so what happened? The guy in front
Even
of me,
the juju.
I didn't. Imagine sikufunzwa sweetheart. So the
From
guy
the
wrote
get-go,
something I don't want to mention. He wrote he wrote it. I copied. Ile una copy.
You copied someone's clan.
Luckily it was the same.
Could you didn't have a relative? Like you didn't have a relative.
On the line,
like you didn't go with
the
someone.
kind of job. It was.
I know that job, but still.
So I copied it.
Oh yeah.
Kumbe mukifika a certain place. Now when you go,
you
change. I don't. You change. You change. Like mukifika that place. Now you're back to Somali. Mukifika hapo, sasa you're classified as Somali.
Yes.
Mimi, I kept on writing that. Until I was called by my supervisor, and he asked, Shamsa, it's not. I'm not calling you in a bad way, but kabila unaandikanga ni gani? Because I'm not out of it.
He'll tell me off record.
And then I went to my colleagues. I remember there was a guy who called Ismail. I went to him and I was like, kindly assist me. Tukifika hapa akaniambia, no, ukifika sasa, unatoa ile ulikuwa umeandika, ile ilikuwa ya kuchukua watu kubalance. Ukifika hapa unaandika Somali. So I went back to my supervisor and told him, sorry, I carried that.
I think that's we go
that's
back.
How bad. That's how bad.
Imagine raising your kids like that.
Imagine.
Itafika mahali we are, of course, tribeless is good. You see the Gen Z movement thing. It works at some point. The tribeless.
But knowing it
whatever.
doesn't affect
but
your ambition.
It doesn't affect anything as long as you don't harm others.
Be proud of that.
I feel like you don't feel like you are better than others. You demean other tribes or other clans because you are one. No. And I believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought this, the clanism and the tribe,
so that
for identity.
Exactly.
But not to butcher each other, not to demean each other, not to feel like you're better rather than the other. Yes, this lander thing, I think is just crap.
Yeah.
Because I believe
what
God
do you mean
creates
by lander?
The lander, just the way there are those who think they're better, like lander, like that. I think.
Lander, like you are
there, like the dare and the gap. No. In terms of lineage and all of that.
Okay.
So
it's kind of a bit of racism mixed in it.
Of course. What will you call it? Not race,
like
though. Not race. What will you say?
Means literally tall.
Dare means short.
So literally you are classified into short and tall.
But in terms of lineage, in terms of lineage and who is better than who.
So in terms of
which clan is better than, I think in terms of numbers, in terms of, is it wealth? I'm not sure though, but there's this thing of lander, langa.
Oh, okay.
And I just, I didn't go deep into it, but I feel like the lander is better than the langa. Yeah, even the name.
The name itself.
That's even what they use when they were insulting each other. Or lander, they go langabe.
And what's the common place that we need to find ourselves? Like, what's one thing that you say? Culture and modernity. This is so common that now we move ahead. Because remember, there are some cultures. In our culture, there are some things we wouldn't want to practice, like FGM. Yeah. We wouldn't want to practice. And some other cultures, some other things in the Somali culture, we wouldn't also want to practice. But now, there's a good thing that's coming up from the culture, and then there's this modernity. How will you want to mix them?
Basically, how to keep our identity alive,
Exactly, yes.
but also embrace the global trends.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I think just balancing.
Yeah, we need to balance.
Just balancing.
Through dialogue.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I say this every time, this global, these new trends, or the modernization rather, let's call it modernization in general.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as it on a downside, the positive is a lot, is so much. Yes. You know, as far as leadership is concerned, infrastructure, access to education, getting out of that small mindset, you know, interacting with different people, different kabila, ethnicity, and all of that. Yeah. I think the negative is just small bit. Because you see what it has done for us, Sham, to be honest. We come from just northeastern, I mean what they call Somali, or rather, let's say northern, Kushites. Let's say Kushites. Yeah. Like where I work, my boss, my CEO is a lady. Yes. You see, a very beautiful, highly intellectual, like she knows what she's doing. Like I look at my boss and I'm like, one day, my friend, one day
I'll be there.
I'll be like you. You know, I might not be a CEO, but I'll be close to you. You see, such things, not even only Somali, but rather the Kushite. It has really helped us. Especially the girl child. The girl child. We've gotten opportunities, I'm telling you, that we've
through modern education.
Yes, through modern education. Okay. So these small things like FGM, that's not even in the Quran. You know, these small things of the roles and the definition of a woman is in the kitchen. She's
taking the girl child to educate.
Those things it end at I believe it end at time.
But one thing I hate about when it comes to the culture and the modernity is the cultures were there because of way of life. But remember, we as Somalis, we came and embraced Islam. But we want to carry some things from our culture. Like, remember in the Quran, the first word was Iqra. It didn't specify the sex.
Yes.
Iqra, read. And if you follow the role of Muslim in the Quran, you'll be surprised how they have been given so much power.
The role of a woman.
Yeah, in the Quran. But now when you come back to the culture, there's a way they say, I'm sorry to use this word, but I will not be apologetic. Alif wahmale na wahmale. So pathetic.
Okay.
So pathetic. Yeah. That's the culture, not the religion.
Yes.
So they mixed a bit of the Quran, a word from the Arabic, not even Quran, Arabic, and the Somali, and they mixed it. So they don't want to move. We are not saying change your way of life. Carry it. That's your identity.
But carry the positive.
Carry the positivity with it. And now, so that you are not left behind. And I think that now gets us to our next topic in terms of role of women in leadership. Now, thinking of our community. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Yes. So, how do we, in terms of the transitioning from the culture now to women, what is one thing you will say as a Somali woman I'm so proud of? Or Somali women leaders that you can say, as much as she's a Somali, this is what she has achieved.
Can we start with the role of women?
Yeah, we can. In general, we can.
In Kenya first.
Exactly.
Because this is where we live, right?
Yes.
And this is where tunapigania our
this is where we are paying taxes.
We are paying taxes na nusu mkate ama ni quarter of that bread.
Yes. Right? Hatuna mahali pengine ya kwenda.
Yes, ndio nasema wale wanatufukuza, by the way, we don't.
Mutatuzoea kani shares tutauza pamoja.
Ina shida. Hakuna. Like this is home for us. So mrudi kwenu.
So ukiamua urudi kwenu utarudi wapi?
Kwanza hiyo story ya mrudi kwenu.
Wapi? Wapi kwetu ni wapi?
Please.
Me come from a small village in the Upper Rift Valley. So where do you want me to go back to?
Please. Hiyo story kwanza mrudi kwenu Sham. We should discuss in length. At length.
You know, sometimes just someone comes from nowhere. And you see,
one let me not even call. Let's not say Somali. Let's say one Kushitic, person misbehaves somewhere. You remember?
Ututusi sijui tumekatwa kila kitu.
You remember those kids the medicine students, right, who are found with whatever.
Hata tuna dress ndo tuibiange exam.
Ati ubona hizo. Ati hapana, even ndo wanafanyanga. Even though that's them.
But there's one thing, our Somali people, we love shortcuts. We love shortcuts, not in a bad way. We don't have the patience.
We are very, atunanga patience by the way.
We are less of Kenyans, we are less of Africans.
No, but our point is, just because ati two people misbehave,
please, the whole Somali.
Mwache kututukana sisi wote tafadhali.
If they could only
It's not only Somali, have you noticed? Because they don't know the difference of Somali, Borana, Gabra. They don't know the difference.
Us together.
Yes, as long.
One thing I will tell them, let them get educated and see the role Somalis have played
and please,
in this country.
Yes. Yeah. And have an open mind.
Exactly.
Because we go to the same schools, the same.
We are struggling the same.
Funny enough, those keyboard warriors. But the people we work with, Sham, they're loving, they're respectful. We have... hata hakuna mtu anaongeanga mambo ya ukabila na sijui Somali za this Somali that.
They have interacted with you and they know you. So I don't think and then there's that organizational culture, what do you say, the way you need to carry yourself.
Yes, I think but there's that general respect. Exactly. Because I believe, Sham, if they were maybe not good people, it will have shown how they treat us, right? But the fact that they're respectful, no one even mentions who we are.
But there are some people who have this perception that
like moja kikosea, exactly, the whole community.
Sisi ni walizi. Like, you have only seen Shamsa. Why are you including Maymuna? Why are you including Abdi? Why are you including Farah in that? In that, because one thing, every community has their way we describe jokingly, but we don't go ahead. It's like it's a Kenyan culture. It's Raila akikosa wajaluo wote wanamixiwa. Like it's something. I think
for us I think it's bad.
But for us it's
it even the religion is attacked. You see, like the last night thing.
These
that Kilimani attack.
I totally agree with
God,
you.
That was so unnecessary.
There's one thing, maybe to nitoke ndani ya nini. There's this act. It's the Organized Criminal Act or something like that. I'll look at it. Sometimes when something happened, maybe Al-Shabaab attacks, the terrorism attacks, the Somalis were being...
The terror attacks.
Okay. Unapatana mtu akwambia we ni Al-Shabaab. We ni Al-Shabaab. But I love that act. Ilikuja kumaliza hiyo because now if you call someone that, actually it's if you associate someone with that group, organized like Al-Shabaab.
So you can even sue someone.
Yeah, you can. Okay. It's a criminal offense. You cannot associate me to be to a terrorist yet you don't have any evidence. Go report it.
Do you know, Aki, the things we go through. The things we go through. When was it? The Garissa attack?
Yeah.
When?
Garissa or Westgate?
Was it 2013?
Yeah.
I was from university. I was boarding a matatu. The guy just chased me away. He's like, where Al-Shabaab? Toka. Usiingie matatu yangu. No, why do I have to suffer
for things that you are not even...
Like literally, just because I look like them does not make me...
You don't even look like them.
No, I'm saying those I'm saying just the Kushitic or the whatever look I have, Akiwoye, I'm more of you than them. Please, can you stop? You know, I had to go look for another matatu, but I felt so bad.
I used to tell my friend, go for matatu. If at all wafanya hivyo nitasema za hizo sijui kanda kwa Dante utanicontrol. Disclaimer. Nilikuwa nasemanga nikitolewa kwa matatu nitasema Allahu Akbar sisi wote tunatoka si wote
wahepe
si wote tunatoroka hautanifukuza. Actually I remember there was a time kuna wale tumesimamishwa
when 2013 was Westgate.
2013 I think it was 2013 or some when was it? The Garissa University attack.
It was 2015.
Yes, I was somewhere in Nairobi area and then my friend tukishuka kwa matatu, someone was trying to ile kurusha shilingi and then ukiinama anachukua simu. I told the guy, why simu yako itaibiwa chana na hiyo shilingi.
The guy with the
guy
thing, yeah.
exactly
Literally insulting you.
alijaribu kunununi. Sasa my friend ananichuna ananiambia Shamu unajua tutanini. Naambia hakuna usijali. Ananiambia sasa ungefanya aje? Ningesema tu nilimwambia hapa ningesema Allahu Akbar. Si watu tutatoka iko hii. Kwa hii matatu. Like
literally everyone
by the time you're coming to hit me. The guy appreciated. Nilimwambia usiiname kuchukua hiyo shilingi. Ni simu inaenda.
In town.
Pale nini Nairobi area.
During that 2015 during the Garissa attack.
She was like unajua Shamu hizi mko vulnerable like literally usiongee. Nimwambia hapa sweetheart ungetoroka na mimi juu ningesimama tu
Shamu zahabiwa kwa vulnerable. Wapi wao ndo vulnerable. Aki.
So sometimes you have to look for a way to get on the streets of Nairobi. Because ukienda na straight line utabebo. Coming back to our topic
exactly. Role of women in Kenya, right?
Exactly.
At least when was it? The 2010 constitution, which at least we were given.
Yeah.
Was it 2/3? 2/3 at least,
but
though.
they haven't. It's not done practically, but at least
we've had Martha Karua.
Yeah.
She's a lawyer
even
by
the
profession.
47 women rep. I don't know what they do.
Yeah, that came after devolution, though.
Exactly,
but I'm saying at the beginning, example, we've had Martha
And I think
Karua.
I have an issue with the 47 women rep. I have an personal.
No, I'm saying, but before the constitution. Sorry, before devolution, the 2010. At least we were given 2/3. That is something.
2/3.
I think it came with the affirmative action, though. I think that is a good thing.
Exactly.
Because we didn't have.
I thought there was a court order that is not being done.
Of course.
It hasn't been implemented.
But I think with the devolution, at least.
Yeah, at least it gave us, by the way, because now there is the 47 women rep. When it comes to nomination, there are at least women. And then even employment nowadays, a third should be the opposite of it.
A third or 2/3, which is they say
so
at least.
I think something has been done.
Yeah.
And there are few women who have been exceptional.
But let's go back a little bit. We've had many, but one that I resonate with mostly is the Nobel Prize winner, the environmentalist, the one who literally even like she removed all her naked, removed all her clothes to make sure that was it the Uhuru?
There's a freedom corner in Uhuru. She did. Actually, Karura Forest, it is because
yes,
of
Karura. Even the Uhuru.
It's a very nice place. The
Uhuru Park also.
Yeah, Uhuru Park.
Because I had then the Moi era. There was a plan to do.
They wanted to build a car house.
Yes, or something. So she literally fought for that. But because I remember that time, even walking in Karura, literally there is a side where all her photos and the whole story and how she
and
fought.
It's because I think it's because of her that you have Karura. We need to appreciate.
Is it Uhuru Park or Karura?
Karura Forest. I think it's because of her. And there's a freedom corner in Uhuru Park.
In Uhuru Park
because of her. Because she literally camped there. Yeah.
I
don't know how many.
Wangari Maathai, right?
Maathai, yes, exactly.
Wangari Maathai, okay.
Yeah. And then there's who else? Martha Karua.
Yeah,
she was a former
Minister of Justice.
Yeah, I love her vibes.
Yeah.
She's
and one thing that she's doing right now, I really like. She calls us kids. Yeah. Our generation.
Yeah.
She recently helped.
Actually, I think she's doing some pro bono cases representing the Gen Zs and all that.
Kebaso guy.
Kebaso, exactly.
The other day when he was arrested for what he's doing, the civic education he's doing. So I think we still have them. Charity Ngilu, we've had them.
Like there's one now, that stands out for me personally. There's this lady, it was Sophia. Sophia Mohammed.
Sophia from Sophia Abdinur from
Masalani. Exactly. Yes. Was she the only lady who stood up to be an MP for several times and she got once?
Yeah, she was once nominated.
Yeah, and the other time she got.
And she was elected also at some point.
And she has done a lot, especially for the girl child.
Yeah,
she even has an NGO. I don't know where it is now.
Yes, it is in Garissa.
I used to hear her name when I was growing up.
It is still operational, yes. It is still operational. And I think one thing she can literally celebrate, how do we put? That's her, like, I think that's her baby. Yes, really? Taking care of the girl child, educating the girl child. I think that's why you resonate with her more, because
She was a teacher. She was a career teacher.
By profession, yes.
By profession.
Yes.
Such are the women.
And she's been in the limelight, in leadership, and elected at some point, nominated at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah.